What's going on YouTube? Earth Power here with another deck profile. So today I've got my Water Dark Light, kind of a Cobalt control-ish, I guess that's what you can call it. Yep. So played it today at locals. I went 3-1. I only lost to a Saberbolt deck, and I don't know, I made top 4 and then we wound up splitting. So here's the list though. You guys are going to pan out so you can pause the video there, get the whole list. And I'll just go into talking about a few of these. You guys have seen these variations before, but now here it is, Post-Dragonstrike. So, we got the 3 Chasm, 3 Canyon Skimmer. This guy replaced Blinder Beetle. He's so good. He's another blocker. He's huge. And, yeah, accomplishes the same thing Blinder Beetle does, but gives me a blocking body.
Did we not do this profile before?
No.
Okay.
No. 2 Cobalt and a Halon. Halon's there to deal with the Saberbolt decks, which you did a good job of. For the one match that I played him in, I wound up dropping him all 3 games, but it came down to like a shield blast at the game 3, so it is what it is. And then Cobalt, of course, just extra shields, just putting in the work. And then I'm teching 1 Granger, 1 Star Lantern. Granger kind of, again, shuts down Saberbolts, shuts down any sort of aggressive deck. And Star Lantern accomplishes the same thing and can be used with the Spark Cage after like the turn 3, turn 4, just to kind of moid us stuff on board. And then we've got the 2 Keeper of Dawn to return spells. I'm teching a lot of spells in here, so he's very useful in getting back just, I guess, whatever I need, just kind of toolboxing the whole deck. And then 2 Storm Spark. I was doing 3 Storm Spark and no Spark Cage, but I wound up just putting in 1 Spark Cage just to kind of get some synergy going. And then the last light card, of course, is Andromeda. I would be running 2, but I've got Cobalt, which is my shield generation, so I felt that only 1 was necessary, and you'll see my other finisher in dark here in a moment.
They've already seen it.
Yeah, they've seen it, but I'll give you the explanation of it here in a second. 2 Scaradorable of Gloomhollow, again, deals with Saberbolts. This is one of this deck's biggest weaknesses, and kind of, again, shuts down Rush. I played a Modifier Rush, and this card just put in all the work. 2 Fumes. Just early picking at the hands. If they decide to overextend, this card's amazing. Or late game, yeah, I can, like, if they've only got a card in hand or 2 cards in hand, I can Crystal Memory into Fumes.
Pretty good with that Dracothane showing right there.
And does some crazy stuff. And yeah, it works great with Dracothane. And then the 2 Razorkin Puppet, just more discard. Standard stuff, you know it. And then Dracothane. I love this guy in this deck. If it wasn't Cobalt, I'd probably just do the 2 Andromeda, but Dracothane gets back Fumes, gets back Canyon Skimmer, gets back the Star Lantern, the Scaradorables, gets back the Rusakas. The card is just nuts.
Like, and it attacks over Andromeda, which is actually kind of relevant in our match.
It hits over everything. It's a triple breaker, which is fantastic. It's just a finisher built in with an awesome effect to just kind of generate so much advantage just with 1 card. Love this guy to death. So good. The tech dark cards, the 1 Dark Return to kind of utilize with the Keeper of Dawns and just get back anything, gets back my evolutions. And I don't have to run Return from Beyond because Dracothane kind of accomplishes all that. 1 Death Smoke to deal with the dragon decks that are out there right now. People are running Lyras and just Heralds and all that fun stuff. So Death Smoke is just kind of like a good answer to it that I wouldn't have until turn 7 otherwise with Terror Pit. And then the 1 Skull Shatter needs no explanation, I would think. It just
Skull Shatter. It wins you games.
It does. It makes everyone scoop. The race.
Like today.
Even the good players.
And then you've got 3 Bone Blades, 3 Terror Pits, standard removal for darkness. Just deals with everything. Bone Blades especially useful, just you know.
That card is the greatest.
Yeah, gets rid of the Seneschals, which are still a thing.
Turn 3 Neurons.
Yeah.
Followed up by turn 4 Neurons and turn 5 Axons.
Being so salty.
And I can't.
To kind of segue off of Shield Blast, I'm running a 1 Dragon of Reflections. I was running 2, but I decided to tech a Milporo just to see how it would work today.
How did that work out for you?
I kind of want a Reflections more. I'm going to put in the 2nd Reflections.
Reflections is so good in the mirror because it attacks over Cobalt.
Yeah. The card is nuts. Like, putting down my Terror Pits, putting down my Storm Sparks, it just kind of just sets me up to, like, just be safe. Like, I can kind of extend myself at that point knowing that I have the blast down to kind of save me if things do go wrong. And if they don't, then I've overextended and it paid off.
So, yeah, and it's so good in like a top deck where when you can just rely on top decking so many big things.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a finisher built in with an amazing effect. It's just so good. Especially since you get to pick up the shield first, see what it is, and then put something down. That is just lovely.
And it's almost always live because I'm just going to talk about this for a while. Yeah. Like, you can Cobalt on turn 6, get a shield, or attack over whatever they have to attack, then you'll have a shield next turn to use Reflections with if they had got you down to 0 before that. Yeah. Like, this is so good.
The card is nuts. I just love it, and I'm going to take out the Milporo for it. Milporo did a little bit of work today, but
that's because it's locals.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just, in any of the instances, any other removal would have worked. So
Yeah.
Milporo was just kind of like, yeah, it was neat. 2 Rusalkas, just kind of deal with any sort of early aggression whatsoever. Just kind of set them back a turn, gives me a body.
Need to run Rusalka.
Yeah, and then I can just kind of set up after that. Like going Rusalka to Death Smoke's awesome. It just kind of sets them back 2 turns, which is lovely. And then you've got standard draw, 3 Logos. I'm doing 2 Spy Mission, just to, I guess, up the... well, I wasn't seeing water a lot. I was doing 3 memory, 3 Logos, and then 2 and 2, which was 10 water. And I don't know, I just never saw things very often.
I mean, I enjoy Spy Mission now. We're not running Seneschals.
And so what I decided to do was just up the water count by 1, put in 2 Spy Missions, or take out 1 memory, put in 2 Spy Missions, and then go to 2 memory. Spy Mission, just, again, late game, it allows me to draw. This deck stabilizes at 8 so well, like, because I've just got so many 4-drops that can just be utilized off it, so going Spy Mission into whatever else is always fun. I mean, it's no Logos, of course, but...
Any thoughts on the tech trial and error?
So
because I tried it today, and I honestly never had to play it.
Yeah.
It was just sort of a thing.
I thought about it, but, I mean, there's nothing... outside of just the Dark Return and the Abyss, I really don't want anything engraved.
I mean, I enjoy
And
Spy
I just
Mission
feel like I'm
because
fishing for extra stuff that I don't need.
I enjoy Spy Mission on turn 4 because you can go turn 5 Keeper of Dawn if you had nothing else so far that game, and that's pretty cool.
And I've done that multiple times to where if this has been trial and error, it kind of would have been just
Set back a turn.
another turn and not how to play, you know? So, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of trial and error right now. It's a neat card.
It's great in the shields, obviously.
It's a fantastic concept, but I just don't like it. Not with what this deck is trying to accomplish. And then the 2 memory to just search for whatever the hell, so...
I was sort of pissed when you kept top decking those in our top deck war, Carl.
Yeah.
I was like, I was top decking Star Lanterns, and you have memories and Dragon to Reflections. I was kind of upset.
to Reflections, to all of that fun stuff.
Then you topped the Draco thing, and I lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, the deck as a whole just synergizes really well. I never had a problem, I guess, drawing all day. The one, I lost like 2 games today, and they were pretty much both to the Sabretooth. Yeah, both to Sabretooth. And it was just from where... I mean, I would have the Scared Orbital, but maybe he had the removal, and it would come. We'd grind it down to like last shields. This deck can really grind it out late game, so I was very impressed with just how well the deck did all day, and looking forward to playing it some more in the future. So stay tuned, guys. I'll have a match with it against good old Theo Bear.
Yes, you will.
Coming up
a narrated match, one would hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the commentary, just inappropriate, you guys.
This just can't be.
No,
it just can't be put on there.
So a narrated match, myself versus Theo Bear. And yeah, stay tuned for that, and then we'll be streaming on Friday like always.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, guys, enjoy the deck. Get the list again. If you haven't already, pause the video there. Check out the social links below, the Facebook, the Twitter, all that fun stuff. Check out CBH's channel.
Woo!
Check out the Undersultan's channel. Check out his eBay for singles. And
ARG, Excelsior, Sky's ours.
There we go. Hopefully, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.